Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new Secret Lair Rad. It is another Fallout Secret Lair focusing on Fallout's TV series but also Fallout in general. January 26th is the release date of these Secret Lairs, which should be last week or just out. And this Secret Lair has a bunch of amazing cards that show off. This is 4 Secret Lairs I'll be going over, all Fallout themed. So yeah, if you're missing any radiation poisoning, Wizards have you covered. So in this video, I'll be going over all 4 Rad Secret Lairs, one by one, showing off the cards that are in them, giving my thoughts and opinions on each Secret Lair, and then an overall, is this worth buying or not? I will show you each Secret Lair, the cards inside and the artwork, talking about the ones that's a cool idea to, oh my god, I need this now. But also Secret Lair are back at it again. They're doing a big buy promo card. If you spend a lot of money on these Secret Lairs, you get a promo card, which is a foil Silver Shroud costume, which the card came out in the decks, I believe, and the set. But this is a brand new artwork just for this. And it's also only while supplies last, so if you are one of the last ones to get it, you might not get the promo card. But also if you spend over 100 quid, shipping is free. But before we go on to the Secret Lairs itself, I want to just do a quick little shout out for my little small shop. I have a small little Etsy shop where I have t-shirts and hoodies in multiple sizes and colours for people to enjoy. So if you like me and what I do and want to help support out the channel, first, buy yourself something nice. Secondly, comment, like, subscribe and watch more of my content. But now let's get irradiated. The first Secret Lair I'll be going over is called Beyond Vault 33. This is going to be a hard focus on the characters from the TV show. When it comes to this, I've watched season 1, haven't watched season 2 yet, but I'm planning to. I love Fallout. So if you like the TV show or love it, this Secret Lair might be right for you. But the context of it is, Lucy McLean, positively armed. For 4 generic and a white, you get a legendary creature, human survivor that is a mythic. Golden rule. Whenever a token enters, you may have target player other than its controller create a token that's a copy of it. Then you draw a card if an opponent created a token this way. Do this only once each turn and is a 3/5. The Ghoul Gunslinger. For 1 generic and 2 black, you get a legendary creature zombie mutant rogue that is a mythic. First strike. Whenever the ghoul or another non-token zombie or mutant you control dies, target player gets 2 rad counters. If that player is you, create a treasure token and is a 2/3. Maximus Knight Apparel. For 3 generic and a red, you get a legendary creature human knight that is a mythic. Has trample. When Maximus enters, you may search your library for an equipment card with mana value 2, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. For 1, sacrifice an artifact, you gain 2 energy and is a 4/4. Pre-war formal wear. For 2 generic and a white, you get an artifact equipment that is a rare. Whenever this equipment enters, return target creature with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield and attach this equipment to it. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has vigilance, and it's 3 to equip. Spirit Mantle. For 1 generic and a white, you get an equipment aura that is a rare. Equipped creature. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has protection from creatures. T45 power armor has T60 power armor. For 2 generic, you get an artifact equipment that is a rare. When this equipment enters, you gain 2 energy. Equipped creature gets +3/+3 and doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay an energy. If you do, untap equipped creature. Then put your choice of menace, trample or lifelink counter on it, and it's 3 to equip. When it comes to this Secret Lair, I don't think buying it straight out is great. I like Secret Lairs that you can kind of keep all the cards together, or they have some kind of theme. This seems to be like 3 commanders and 3 cool cards. I do like it. I do like that they have it kind of separated, but I say if you buy the Secret Lair, your hard focus is on the equipment, or you want to build one of 3 or 2 or 3 of the 3 legendary creature cards. I don't really see how this is possible and also be good to all keep in one deck. Now, as a collector's piece, I do think it is worth it if you are a big fan of 1 Fallout, 2 the Fallout series, 3 Secret Lairs, or 4 weird decks and commanders and stuff like that. I do think it is worth it. I do like that all three of, I'll just say, the commanders have unique abilities. They're not kind of similar, so you can kind of build this the way you want. The equipments are not the strongest and not the best, but still are somewhat good. Out of all of this, I actually think the Ghoul Gunslinger is probably the best and most powerful card here, but if you think differently, let me know in the comments down below. I think if you want to build one of these as a deck, I actually think it is a must buy. If you are a collector, I think it is a must buy. However, if you only want one or two of the artifact equipments and you don't really care about the rest, I say probably get it as a single. But let's go on to the second one, Greet the Dog. When it comes to this Secret Lair, it's all about dog meat, and everyone loves dog meat. My wife is currently playing Fallout 3 and absolutely loves dog meat. This Secret Lair is pretty much Good Boy energy, but in cardboard form. When it comes to this Secret Lair, you get Yoshimaru Ever Faithful as Dog Meat Constant Companion. For 1 white, you get a legendary creature, Dog, that is a mythic. Whenever another legendary permanent you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on Dog Meat and has partner and is a 1/1. Arcane Signet. For 2, you get an artifact that is a rare. Tap, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Lightning Greaves. For 2, you get an artifact equipment that is a rare. Equipped creature has haste and shroud and it's 0 to equip. Patchwork Banner. For 3, you get an artifact that is a rare. As this artifact enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Soul Ring. For 1, you get an artifact that is a rare. Tap, add 2 waste. To be honest, I actually think this is better than I thought. When I first seen it and didn't see the rest of the cards being legendary, I was like, what's the point? However, to me, this is a build your own commander deck starter pack because it comes with Arcane Signet, Soul Ring, and Lightning Greaves, which is great. And most decks in Commander have one of the other 2 cards. Now, the cool thing about this is it being your commander is it has partner. Now, the Patchwork is a little bit of a weird card because you can't pick a legendary as a creature type. However, because it has partner, you get to pick a partner card, hard focus on what that is, and then put as many legendaries as you want with those color combinations, and then Patchwork actually works. So I really do like this as a kind of build your own commander deck starter pack. So if anyone does buy this Secret Lair, put all of it in and then build a deck around it, let me know what you do. Like if you make a Moxfield, show me because I love seeing people's decks. I do like that dog meat is in a lot of this art, and I do like the Soul Ring being the food bowl or water bowl ring. I do actually think that was really smart. My downside for this is it's another Secret Lair with another kind of Arcane Signet Soul Ring. I wish they had kind of like, not a Chaos Vault thing, but a Commander Starter Secret Lair where they do something like this. I think it'll be really cool to kind of work with the community, kind of going in this Secret Lair, like a Chaos Vault type of thing. We're releasing this, and whoever shows us a really cool deck or something cool with it or anything like that, if like it gets a bunch of upvotes or whatever you want to say, people get like a free card or free packs or something like that to kind of show off how to build the decks and stuff. I think that would be really cool. But now let's go on to the third Secret Lair called Rad. This is a pure Fallout weirdness one in the best way. The only way to kind of really explain this is it's another kind of build your own commander deck starter Secret Lair where it has a commander and a few good cards that work well with the commander. But I really like this. I've stopped playing Magic. I'm not really big into it anymore. I don't feel like Magic is the way it was and I don't like it. That's just me. I'm starting to sell. But this Secret Lair was a, ooh, should I buy it? I kind of want to build my own version of this deck. And to be honest, I might still do it on Moxfield and make a deck tech on it. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments down below. But if you're interested in this Secret Lair, you get cards just like Ripples of Potential. For 1 generic and a blue, you get an instant that is a rare. Proliferate. Then choose any number of permanents you control that had a counter put on them this way. Those permanents phase out. Mutational Advantage. For 1 generic, 8 green and a blue, you get an instant that is a rare. Permanents you control with counters on them gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to those permanents this turn. Proliferate. The Wise Mothman. For 1 generic, a black, a green and a blue, you get a legendary creature insect mutant that is a rare, flying. Whenever the Wise Mothman enters or attacks, each player gets a rad counter. Whenever one or more non-land cards are milled, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to X target creatures, where X is the number of non-land cards milled this way, and is a 3/3. Mind Crank, for 2 you get an artifact that is a rare. Whenever opponent loses life, that player mills that many cards. Mesmeric Orb as Mothman's Egg, for 2 you get an artifact that is a rare. Whenever a permanent becomes untapped, that permanent controller mills a card. This is a secret layer I would love to actually buy and build around. I actually would like to have a kind of mutate, discard, mill deck where the whole point is to get Mothman on the field, mutate a bunch of cards on it, put a bunch of 1/1 counters on it due to its own abilities, make people mill and discard to make this a 21 plus card, and then attack popping people out. Then if anything does anything to my Mothman, you get to put cards on it that whenever it dies, it returns back to the battlefield, and then you get the Mothman plus all the mutant cards on the field, and then get to restart. I absolutely love this as a theme. I would love to make a deck tech on it, so again, if you're interested, let me know in the comments down below. But the thing itself, again, I'm going to be a bit biased. I love mill. The 2 mill cards on it are great. I like the hexproof and the proliferate and make things phase out. Just in case things get a bit messy, you get to go, cool, well, I want to protect my thing. So I do like it overall as a secret layer. To be honest, this is, to me, what a secret layer should be, and it's absolutely amazing. But then, finally, the last one, welcome to New Vegas. This secret layer is all about New Vegas, and from the looks of it, the game. Fallout New Vegas is one of my favorite games of all time. I am one of those people that prefer Fallout 3. However, I do still love Fallout New Vegas. I actually think those two are way better than any other Fallout game. I don't know why Fallout 4, I didn't like the kind of build your own town stuff, and it kind of felt a bit empty. But if you want to know what this secret layer has, you get cards just like Tiny Bones, Trinket Thief, as Benny Platinum Thief. For 1 generic and a black, you get a legendary creature Skeleton Rogue that is a mythic. At the beginning of each end step, if an opponent discards a card this turn, you draw a card and lose 1 life. For 4 generic and 2 black, each opponent with no cards in their hand loses 10 life and is a 1/2. Issue 2 heavens as 1 as Joshua Graham Burnedman. For a red, a white and a black, you get a legendary creature Human Samurai that is a rare. If a creature attacking causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time and is a 3/4. The deck of many things as Custom Caravan Deck. For 5 you get a legendary artifact that is a rare. Tap 2 and 8, roll a d20 and subtract the number of cards in your hand. If the result is 0 or less, discard your hand. If you roll between 1 and 9, return a random card from your graveyard to your hand. If you roll between 10 and 19, you draw 2 cards. If you roll a 20, put a creature card from any graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. When that creature dies, its owner loses the game. Caged Sun as the Platinum Chip. For 6 mana, you get an artifact that is a rare. As this artifact enters, choose a colour. Creatures you control of the chosen colour get +1/+1. Whenever a land ability causes you to add 1 or more mana of the chosen colour, add an additional 1 mana of that colour. Sunset Sarsaparilla Machine as Nuka-Cola Vending Machine. For 3 you get an artifact that is a rare. Tap 1 and 8, create a food token. Whenever you sacrifice a food token, create a tapped treasure token. I absolutely love this. This seems to be the Birdman is the commander and the rest of the cards go really well with it. Now I never see the Birdman and Benny working together. However, I do see it as a cool deck theme. I do love the Caged Sun, and I do actually really appreciate that the Nuka-Cola Vending Machine is the Sunset Sarsaparilla Machine. So again, this has a lot of feedback and cool things when it comes to Fallout New Vegas. As someone that has beaten the game multiple times, I've never been really big into the game Caravan, but putting Caravan as this card is a really cool kind of mechanic and kind of theme when it comes to. I know a lot of people throw up their luck and do it to get a lot of money early game. To be honest, I don't really think this is worth it unless you want to build a deck around it. However, I do like the nods and stuff like that to Fallout New Vegas, and hopefully, if it is true, the Fallout 3/New Vegas remake is hopefully out. But my final kind of verdict when it comes to the Fallout Secret Lairs, I think this is overall really, really good. Usually when it comes to Secret Lairs, it's a hit or miss. I find all of these to be somewhat good to absolutely amazing. To me, this is what Secret Lair should be. However, as someone that's not a big fan of Universes Beyond, I wouldn't really be like, great. However, ignoring my thoughts on Universes Beyond, the Secret Lair, forgetting the kind of Fallout stuff, the card selections are really good. The themes are good to amazing. The fact that they are kind of like, a lot of these are build your own decks, really come off really good to me, and the card selection in some of them are purely great. Showing off some of the cards as a Fallout thing, as a fan of Fallout, I do appreciate some of the cards that are shown on it would be the best thing. I just don't like that it is. But it is one of those things that I'm like, I really appreciate the Nuka-Cola machine being the Sunset Sarsaparilla machine. I do appreciate Dogmeat being a really cool dog commander. So using my ability to ignore that it is kind of a Universes Beyond thing, I do think this is one of the best Secret Lairs that they've made in quite a while. Overall, I would probably give this an 8.9 out of 10. Let me know what you think of this Secret Lair down in the comments down below. Which one's your favorite? Have you bought any of those kind of type of questions? Let me know. And if you want me to make a deck tech video on the Mothman, let me know too, and I'll make a Moxfield thing and make a video on it. While you're down there, remember to like and subscribe and do all that YouTube stuff we always ask for. And as always, if you like this video, I have last week's Magic the Gathering video here, a playlist of all the Magic stuff I make here, and a subscribe button here, and I will see you all in the next video.